How's it going, ladies and bruises? I'm Bobby Sixkilla, and today we're going to be checking out a game called Tower of Time. This one is pretty recent. Caught my attention because it looked quite Divinity-esque. But we're going to do a first impression sort of video on it. Check it out. If you guys like it, let me know and we'll do some more. Or if I haven't played it at all, if I get into it and I decide I really like it, then we'll do some more as well. But otherwise, this will be a one and done. We'll see what happens. So let's go new game, normal. Start.
Our land is dying, and we are dying with it. This was not always the case. Artara was once a place of wonder and beauty. The 5 races thrived in peace and harmony. Then, long ago, something happened. A cataclysm of unimaginable proportions. Something so disastrous. We don't even have a name for it. For when it destroyed our civilization, it took with it all knowledge of history. The past is now lost to us. Our future is uncertain. We are left trapped in a bleak and dismal present. The land itself is our enemy now. The weather extreme and unpredictable. Droughts persist for several weeks, followed by floods that wash everything away. Yet our gravest problem is the lack of sunlight. Storm clouds shroud our world in everlasting twilight. Without the sun, we are unable to grow food, and so we struggle to survive this dark world, a seemingly hopeless battle. I look back now to when I was a young boy, living on the fringe of the human domain. While hunting for food, I stumbled upon ruins uncovered by a recent earthquake. A bad omen, normally avoided. But this time, something drew me in.
Okay, is that where we're starting? In the ruins, as a boy. Oh my god, that thing looks cool. Alright, here we are. The beginning, 25 years ago. The entire morning passed without a sign of a single rabbit. Rarely was hunting so bad in the woods surrounding your village. It felt as if something unnatural lingered in the air. A frightening thought that sent a shiver down your spine as you slowed your pace and gazed through the trees to a scene of total devastation. The forest laid before you, sundered, littered with jagged rocks and vast chasms, the aftermath of the earthquake 3 days past. Pushing back the impulse to flee home, you move closer. The adults tell stories of the world regurgitating treasures from long ago. Just a look, you convince yourself, your curiosity shortly rewarded by the sight of a large fissure emanating a dazzling blue light. Against your better judgment, you squeeze through the gap, leaving behind the world you've always known. What is this place? It looks like a different world. Perhaps I should turn back. The elders are very strict about all this old stuff. If you come across anything strange that belongs to old times, don't touch it. Don't press any buttons, don't take any crystals. Come back and tell an adult immediately. Bah, they're scared of their own shadows. It can't hurt to look around. So we just... Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna check the graphic settings because that was quite the dip. Okay. I've turned the graphic settings down to medium. It doesn't seem to make much difference as far as the way it looks anyway. Although my frame rate is a bit more stable, it's still a bit all over the place. I'm assuming it's not really well optimized. What we got here? As you approach the statue, its eyes flicker with life and it speaks. Welcome to the sanctuary of the first Magnus. Please state your business. I just wanted to look around. The first Magnus awaits you, Ambassador Chunstable, representative of the king under the mountain. Who? No, wait a second. I'm just a boy from the village. I was taking a look around. There was The Sanctum Guardians have been alerted. They will escort you to the administrative captain. Please, do not be alarmed. Maybe we'll just go back the way I came. Please stay where you are and do not be alarmed. The Sanctum Guardians will escort you to the administrative captain. Resistance is not advised. You wait apprehensively for a moment, but nothing happens. Okay. This place is interesting. It's a library or something. And we're tripping balls. Below you lies a large throne lined with immense luminescent crystals. As you peer over the edge and focus your attention on one of the larger blue crystals, a faint voice calls out. Fear is the gatekeeper that turns back the masses. Have courage! Your destiny beckons. Who are you? What is this place? Come to me, the time is nigh. A powerful desire to leap off the edge of this precipice to the throne far below washes over you. Sweat breaks across your brows, you force yourself back, step by step. The voice vanishes, but the irresistible urge to reach the throne remains. You look around for a safe way down. Okay. We could use the stairs. Maybe they even have an elevator here, who knows? But jumping off that is probably not the best idea. Probably not the smartest fucking move. They do have stairs right here. Stairs are good. Less fatal anyway. Well, stairs can be pretty fatal too, I guess. But generally less fatal. Those golems, I hope they're on my side. They're big and there's 3 of them in a group. I don't think we can fight them with a, I don't know, a lighter or whatever the fuck we're carrying. Torch. Look, a boy approaches. Another human after all this time, but a mere child. He doesn't have the skill to survive this place. And yet he has come this far. Perhaps he is ready. Ready for what? This is all premature. He must develop the power, or else others will manipulate him. Yes, I sense it now. Are you capable, boy? Do you know magic? Magic? Of course not. I'm just a hunter. A hunter, but of what, I wonder? Tell us, do you always know where to aim your bow, even with eyes shut? Enough, leave him be. He doesn't understand. Besides, he poses no threat. Yet. Yes, let him pass. Let him see for himself. Very well. Go ahead, boy. Embrace your fate. Interesting. I'm glad they're not going to smash me with their giant hands, because that would suck. Where was the throne? This is huge. Come on, frame rate, you can do this. You can handle. Not sure changing the graphic settings actually helped very much. It's very stuttery still. A boy. You are still a child, yet you heard my call. How can this be? Tell me. I don't know. Please let me go. I'm scared. I just want to go home. Yes, I can sense your fear, but this fear does not rule your heart. There is something else. You are different, as I once was so long ago. You are inexperienced, your ability underdeveloped, but there is no mistake. Such dormant, feral, raw power, an undisputable match. I don't understand. There is much to explain, and where I have the will, I do not possess the time. I grow weaker by the moment. It took all my strength to raise the tower again, and I must rest now. In time, you will forget this place. You will grow strong and skillful and find a position in your world. For this, before I release you, I must entrust you with an insatiable desire to return. I feel strange. What are you doing to me? For some day, many days from now, you will return to this tower. Seek me in its depths. On that day, when my power is recovered, we will talk again. Please, please let me go. Forgive me, boy. You will come to understand, I promise. The memory of this meeting will vanish from your mind once you leave this place, but you will return as surely as a seedling reaches for the sun. Go now, run. This place is not safe for a child, even for you. Learn thyself. Give thyself to the world as I have. Return when you are ready. There's the prologue for you, I guess. I guess we're going. See ya!
Descending the stairs led me to a crystal throne which glittered with swirling light. I felt strangely compelled to approach and sit. As I took my place upon it, a sudden torrent of light enveloped me. The illumination overwhelmed my senses. I grew nauseous and weak, but before I lost consciousness, the throne ejected me to the floor. I fled and told no one what happened, for fear of being deemed tainted and banished from the village, for this was the way of my people. I tried to forget the experience, to convince myself it was my overactive imagination. But the visions that followed said otherwise. Every night, the nightmares came. Their torment highlighted my confusion, as each morning I remembered little, fragmented images, words which made no sense, nothing more. I would have thought myself mad, if not for the strange, incomprehensible symbols I often drew in the sand. Proof that forces beyond my understanding were at work. People in my vicinity kept their distance, and I think they feared me. Over time, they learned to tolerate my unusual nature, but I was always alone, left to brood and ponder my strange fate. One winter, it all came flooding back to me. I realized the crystal throne sat not at the bottom of some ancient ruins, but at the top of a construction incomprehensible in scale. That the ruins were not ruins of some lost city or ancient castle, but a single massive tower buried deep within the earth, and buried upside down. Some unexplainable force had lifted the construction into the sky, rotated it, and driven it into the ground. In that moment of clarity, I knew one thing above all others. I had to go back to that place, for the power within was the one thing that could save Artara. Years later, I found myself a commander in the last human kingdom's militia. The king, a just man and good friend, granted me a favor for my years of loyal service. I had but one request: a small force of men and resources to return to the village of my birth and explore the tower. Preoccupied by an eroding empire, the king held little interest in ancient ruins and towers. He did, however, see the reclaiming of a long-abandoned village on the border of an ever-shrinking kingdom as a boost to the people's morale. He gave me what I requested, and his blessing. So here I am, returning to the very place which has haunted me my entire life. It is a desolate place now. Time has not been kind to my village. Most of it has rotted or been washed away. Yet the tower remains just as I remember it. I am in awe of the power within, and perhaps fearful. The men and I are setting up the camp in the village, while Cain and Maev, two of my most capable warriors, will scout the tower. Once again, I feel its call. We must uncover its secrets. We must find a way to reach the power within. If we fail, it will be the end of us.
The power within. The power within. The power within. At long last, just as impressive as I remember. I've never seen anything like this. Such green, healthy-looking plants. Whether by natural or enchanted means, something about the soil here produces abundant life. The key to our salvation. Whoever returns with the secret will be king of Artara or queen. Is this the secret we came for, my lord? New crops? I don't think so. No, there must be something else here. Where there is one secret, there may be others. The potential here can be limitless. If you seek to uncover the secrets of this place, then we will do so. Maeve and I will scout the area before you proceed. No need for unnecessary risks. Well appreciated. Your concern is unwarranted, my old friend. After all, I survived this place as a child. But you're no longer a child, my lord. You're our commander, and we swore an oath to protect you. There may be outlaws or raiders lurking. Ha! Scoundrels are of no concern. I'm well aware my lord is a skilled fighter, but this is a matter of regulation and duty. Okay? I shouldn't have to remind you of that. The commander's primary task is to command. Ours is to obey, and in this instance, assure his welfare. Maeve is right, of course. We cannot afford to lose you to some unforeseen danger or a long-forgotten trap. Allow us to clear the way and provide safe passage. At your discretion, old friend, but be careful. I recall my unease about this place. Strange mechanisms and statues of stone and metal, and something about the crystals. It's difficult to recall. The more I remember, the less clear it becomes. As if some will beyond my own works is against me. I'll return to the village now. Call for me once the way is clear. As you command, my lord. Normally I would allow the lady to go first, but duty calls for the strongest arm and the keenest combat sense to lead. Get behind me and stay close, fair maiden. This is going to be a long journey. Did you already forget what happened last time you kept calling me that? Okay, here we go. Time for some gameplays. Tell me about my lord. You've known him far longer than I. Well, for one, he wasn't highborn. He just earned the king's respect and his position through service and skill. I had been in the King's Guard just over 5 years when he first joined. A formidable fighter and quick learner. He showed immediate potential, but he often had this odd, distant look in his eyes. So odd. To tell you the truth, it spooked most of the other men. And what of this tower? Does he seek a way to heal the land? Or are we on a fool's errand? And you've spilled blood with a man on the battlefield. You know his mettle, Maeve. I don't know what awaits us here, but I can tell you one thing. Whatever he's seeking in this place, he believes it will help us all. That's good enough for me. Can we go now? Alright, we can. Which way are we going? Broken statue. Broken statue is made of smooth glass-like stone, the likes of which you've never seen before. Next to it, there is a wooden sign with an inscription. Here at the fringe of the Great Northern Forest, wise travellers seek the boon of Wrath's Choke. Whisper to her name of your dearest, and gain grace of the willow and strength of the oak. What's the matter, Kane? Don't you think it'll work if you whisper your own name? Feels like a rather naive superstition. Besides, we have no time to waste conversing with a lump of rock. Let's go. Sheesh, lighten up, Sheepguard. I was just joking. Alright, here we go. Let's go find our way in. See what awaits us inside. What's this? Gold! I love gold. Gold's the best. This way? This looks a lot different to when we were down here as a child. By the great spirits, what is this? The water's so clear you can see straight through it. It tastes sweet too. The merchants back in the city would pay a week's wages for a pitcher of this. Look below, have you ever seen fruit trees like that? I haven't, not like that, Jesus. If a merchant would pay a week's wages for a pitcher of that water, then they'd give half their wealth for one of these things. Careful, eating strange fruit can have unexpected consequences. You didn't have any second thoughts about drinking the water here. Take a bite, they're amazing. I'll take your word for it, at least one of us will be clear-headed if they turn out to be poisonous. Makes a good point though. There could have been gonorrhea in the water. Frog. The colour puts me off of that frog. Uh-oh. Looks like you're right, High Courier. Outlaws, up ahead. Something's not right, why are they just standing there? One way or another, I'll get them to move. Get behind me. As Kane and Maeve move closer, their torchlight reveals fleshless soldiers of a long-dead kingdom. They're no outlaws. By the great spirits, what are they? They're skeletons. Undead. Okay, this is how the fight works, huh? Defeat a small group of what appears to be walking skeletons. We've only got what we've got. Bang. Okay, so it takes you into a battle screen, sort of like, I don't know, like a turn-based RPG. Position your units. Move Kane to a position where he can intercept enemies. He has high armor and can take a lot of punishment. Keep Maeve in the back so she can deal death from afar unchallenged. The enemies come to you. Don't rush, wait and observe. In the Tower of Time, the reflex doesn't matter. Only the tactical awareness and observation skills. Your champions generate threat when dealing damage. Melee attacks generate 150% threat and some skills generate extra threat. Enemies attack targets with the highest threat. Each enemy has its own hate list. While they're switching targets, it is indicated by a monster icon above their heads. Here, one enemy is breaking from Kane and moves towards Maeve. tactical mode, spacebar, you can see red lines showing which champion is currently targeted by each enemy. This is a very important part of the combat. Let Kane do his job, make all enemies focus on him. You can switch between slow time and pause anywhere in the menu. We recommend slow time. There are 2 combat stances that affect how your champions behave on their own. In stand ground, units will never move by themselves, which is useful if you want to group them together. In move and attack, they'll automatically, so that's sort of like a real-time strategy. Champion skills. Some skills require a second click to confirm they're cast anywhere on the screen, while others require marking the target. Highlighted, yeah. Certain enemy skills will target the ground, red circles will show the area of impact, sure. Natural obstacles, okay, yeah, we're good. Move! There's only one of them. So these are his skills. Arrow barrage. Ah, there we go. Fire arrows. Nice. Okay, so it's a tactical battle system. That's cool. Man, he is strong. Okay, interesting. So these guys are ranged. You need to go help him then, I guess. Nice. Mages. Go for an arrow barrage, I guess. Oh, did we just lose Kane? Oh, that's no good. Guess mages are super powerful. Not really surprising, I guess, but still. Ow. And we got an axe and some gold. Cool. Well, that's different. Gotta admit, that's different. I hadn't seen them with my own eyes, fought them with my own hands, dead risen from the ground. What evil is this? Such undying determination. Look there. The severed arm still twitches, intent on continuing the fight. I'm just glad they fell easily enough to blade an arrow. Perhaps we were just lucky. Next time, withdraw further back. Your bow is of no use close to the front line, and your presence only distracts me from the battle. We've just dispatched the living dead and you lecture me over tactics? Really, Kane? Sometimes you take your duty and rank too far. After all, you thought they were ordinary outlaws and led us right into them. Ha! Alive or dead, they're no match for my skill with the blade. Whatever you say, Kane. Arguing with you is like talking to a stone wall. Should we go back and tell my lord about this? Not yet, we'd have a duty to complete. Let's continue and see what lies ahead. Inventory, okay. Inventory is shared between all your champions. Each hero has basic equipment, white. You cannot sell items, but you can destroy them to recover resources. Okay. What is this? Number of an icon. Fuck off. Fuck off, I got this. Don't even worry about it. Oh. He loses his shield. %50 DPS for offhand weapons. Then he hasn't got a proper piece of gear there yet anyway, I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, skills. We're not gonna worry about skills right now, let's just keep moving. What is this thing? Inside the cave, your champions see an animal that resembles a dog, only it reaches to Kane's shoulders. It's feeding savagely and ignores your party. They walk away quietly. Okay. Teleport? Strange mechanism stands before your party. There are some letters engraved on its pedestal that reads Gardens. On the other side, there is another engraving, barely visible. The teleporter was commissioned by Baracus, master craftsmith of the year 42 of the 5th era. A teleporter? What did it teleport and where? Perhaps it is as the old tales say, that the ancients could move over large distances in the blink of an eye. Maybe so, but this one doesn't seem to be working, which is fine by me. I prefer to rely on my own legs to get where I need to go. Besides, the idea of disappearing and reappearing out of thin air doesn't sit well with me. You're no fun then, are you? And kind of a douche. I don't recognize any of these places. There's no way this cavern could be 14 miles wide. This place must be on the surface at some point. Curious. So much of human history has been lost. Maybe this place will tell us about the events that brought our world to ruin. Reliving the past will bring us nothing but grief. We must look to the future to survive. If any man can see into the future, then I trust that man will be our Lord. If this place is indeed the place of power, the only question that matters, is how will this power be used? I hope my Lord's intention and our own actions by sworn loyalty are honourable ones. Only the spirits are all-knowing, Maeve. All the rest of us can do is live each day with duty and honour, to cling tight to our ideals no matter what the day brings. Sure. Yeah, I don't want to fall down there, that would suck. It's scary down there. I have no idea where we're going. This place is fucking huge. Oh, we're here. This place is huge. The Sanctum Guardians have been alerted. They'll escort you here. What is this place, and what is the Sanctum Guardian? I don't know, but it sounds dangerous. I hope whatever this is long gone from this place. I've been bested by men twice my size and twice as fast. I have bested, not been bested. I doubt this place holds anything more challenging to face me. What about those big stone motherfuckers down the bottom? Yeah, they're still there. They're waiting for us. Gear! I love gear. There you go. Gear is the best. Alright, let's see what these guys have to say. Unbelievable, look at that creature. Forged of stone and crystal. You never mentioned meeting any of those all those years ago. Perhaps it is one of those Sanctum Guardians. I don't like the look of it. Let's find another way around. There's no time for sneaking around in shadows. We're on official business. This creature will yield or face my sword. In other words, you want to die. You have a death wish. That's fine. Don't drag the rest of us into your fucking suicide mission, though. The creature appears heavily damaged, with large portions of its stone surface chipped away and fractured portions of crystal pulsating with bright purple light. Turning its head towards your champions, the creature emits a strange, high-pitched sound, slowly at first, then with increased frequency. I think it's trying to talk. I wonder if... The creature suddenly shifts positions, raising its giant's arms as if to strike. It would seem we're not welcome in this place. Alright, if it won't let us pass to the crystal throne without a fight, then a fight it will receive. With this much damage, one hit of my sword should shatter it, whatever it is. Less talking, more shattering. I'm right behind you, and please, spare me the lecture on tactics this time. Damaged Guardian. So it's just the one. Okay. Hopefully this goes okay. No, don't select both. I just want to select one. Dude! Move back, move back! Whoops. Alright, we got this. We got this. Not one hit of your sword's doing it, though. You said one hit. Liar. You need to move back, lady. Alright, kill him! Kill him before he kills us! You can't crowd control him, he keeps going after Maeve. Alright, he's about to go down. Ooh, a crossbow. Nice. I like it. Maeve? Right here, I'm okay. That was a close one. My sword is less effective against those things than I expected. Maybe you'd ask my lord to part with his fire sword. An elemental weapon. Excellent idea. Though doubtful he would relinquish such a fine weapon. Crossbow. You know you want it. Alright, let's get to the throne. And that'll pretty much be us, I think, for today. We're pretty much out of time for this episode, unfortunately. But it is pretty fun. It's not well optimized, but it looks nice and... it's interesting. Path to the throne is clear. We must tell the Lord at once. The crystal throne. So many times it appeared in my dreams as a child. Though I have no justification for it, I feel as if reunited with an old friend. You feel a strange compulsion. The same urge you felt all those years ago, drawing you to the throne. You hesitate for a moment. Resisting the pull is far easier than you remember. Then sit with swift determination. A jolt of energy rushes through your body, overwhelming all your senses at once. Sight, hearing, smell, touch, even the taste in your mouth seems 100 times more sensitive. As the feeling subsides, you realize with awe you are no longer limited to the senses of your own body. You can see, hear, and feel as each of your champions sees, hears, and feels. Are you alright, my lord? Yes, yes. I just need a moment, Cain. Maeve. Though I have no explanation, I can see through your eyes. I can even hear myself speaking through your ears. Magic! Are you sure it's to be trusted, my lord? To speak plainly, I am not. But a great power resides in this place. I always suspected this, and now, sitting atop this throne, I know for certainty I am pulled towards it, to a place somewhere very deep beneath us. If it is here, we will find it. Just give the command. Hold on a sec, Kay. Can you tell us anything about what the power is, my lord? And what we can expect to find below in our search for it? Unfortunately, I cannot. I am filled with a feeling, nothing more, a sense we are running out of time, and that the power in this place is our best and last hope. As to what lies below, this is as far as my childhood journey brought me. Whatever you encounter below will be as much of a mystery to me as it is to you. The command is given, my old friend, but before you go, I have something for you. Cain, take this. I found it many years ago in a ruined city. It served me well, but it will serve you better now. Oh, I've already got a special weapon, so I guess we'll take the chest plate. As for you, Maeve, this heirloom has been in my family for many generations. It saved me more times than I can recall. Please put it to good use and bring it back when you no longer need it. Ring of Health Regeneration? There are stairs that lead below. Everything is at stake. We can't fail. Go now and look after each other. Where are you going? Are you going home? Or are you staying here on the throne because you like it here? Alright. Well, we'll equip the stuffs. And unfortunately, we need to wrap this episode up here. But, yeah, you guys, it seems interesting. You guys let me know if you want to see more of it, or whether we should just leave it at one. I don't know, I'm easy either way. It's cool. I think it's a big game. I think it's like a 50-hour game, but if you want to do it, let me know. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.